Now the Volkswagen Golf is celebrating its 50th birthday this year, and what I have here is their latest creation, which is the Golf R. Now this is available in a couple of different trims as the GTI Club Sport, the Golf R as you see here, and the Black Edition. But we're going to go through a full tour of this car, and we also get to take it out for a drive as well. So we'll start on the exterior first. Now, a lot of Volkswagens now do have this LED strip going all the way around the outside and now illuminating that badge in the middle, which I absolutely love. But yes, this is a very, very sporty looking car. As you can hear, another one's just started up over there. It sounds amazing too. And there is a hidden start sequence to make it start louder, which I want to do on the test drive in a minute. But yeah, really, really sporty front end. Even down here, all the air is being channeling down the side to keep that drag coefficient factor down as low as possible, as all car manufacturers do these days, but also to aid with cooling around the side on the brakes as well. Now, for those of you wondering the differences between a normal Golf, pay close attention to the Golf R badge just over there on the left-hand side. And that way you know it's literally one of the fastest Volkswagens there is to buy. Now move around to the side and you can instantly tell this is an R product. Of course, those mirrors giving it away straight away, R written on the side, and even looking on the wheels as well. Look here, you've even got the R logo on the wheels. Now traditionally it used to have just the Volkswagen logo, and of course you can't miss those blue calipers. Now move to the rear of the car and you'll notice that the 3D lights here. Now I'm a huge fan of these because a lot of Volkswagens do have these currently, this kind of like 3D style, which almost gives kind of like a holographic look. But yes, as well, this particular one here has this lovely spoiler going that way as well. And you can't miss this exhaust system as well. I mean, look at that. I've seen so many different car manufacturers make exhaust systems, and yet these look amazing. Now the Golf R is also available in what Volkswagen call the variant, basically an estate. Now I've never been a huge fan of estates too much, but seeing as I have a dog at home, they could now actually come in handy, so now the concept of having one is growing on me. This one shown here is pre-production, so some elements on the inside aren't quite right yet, as I mentioned it is pre-production, but I can show you the boot, which of course is the most important bit. Boot liters to be confirmed in the future, but looking at it, it shouldn't be that far off the previous version. Let me know which one you'd go for below. Now the boot in the hatchback is like the estate, a very respectable size, of course with the usual options for folding down seats. Of course it comes with a parcel shelf which can be taken out, and has some storage underneath and to the sides as well. Folding the seats is only a 60-40 split, but there is through loading as well for longer items. Right then guys, so rear seats on the Golf R. Now I'm in the obviously studio at the moment, so there's some really, really bright lights outside. But we've got the sunroof open just here at the moment, and I've set this seat up for my driving position. I know this is a left-hand drive car because it's currently, not at the time of recording, not out yet. So obviously right-hand drive will be available, but yeah, to anyone who always says I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, there's a left-hand drive car here. But yes, rear seats. So yeah, that's set up for my driving position. Volkswagen have these little pockets here for phones, quite handy for rear passengers. There's a little bit of storage on the back of the seats there as well. In this particular car, there's climate control on the back, which is quite nice with a digital display. 2 USB-C ports down there, which is great to have two, obviously for both passengers. Seat comfort. Now, these are really, really nice seats. These are a lot, I'd say, softer than my own car, and considering this is an R product from Golf, you know, the really, really high performance versions, it is nice to have the kind of sporty styled seats, but then also the comfort seats as well, so you can daily a car. I have definitely been in a few cars before when the seats are rock hard, but no, these are quite nice. So all these blue accents everywhere actually matching the paintwork, which is quite nice. But yes, in here we have the cup holders as per usual and through loading, which we saw just a minute ago. So yeah, all round, I really like it. And obviously I know my knees are touching here, but this is a hatchback. This is kind of what they're like. I could move that further forward. I did sit in the front there and obviously set that for my driving position. And the back of the seat is not rock hard, so it can touch just a little bit and there is a bit of give there, but I could move it forward if I really, really needed to. And I'm quite tall on the legs anyway, so. But yeah, let's have a look at the front. And I gotta say, from here, it looks really cool. Now guys, up front, this is the sporty setup that Golf Rs are renowned for. So yeah, first of all, sporty steering wheel with this awesome blue accents and stitching around the side here. And right where I like to grab a steering wheel, right there, very, very sporty indeed. Now, at the moment, there's ambient lighting everywhere, and as you can see, there's an option here for even carbon fibre on the interior, all lit up by the ambient lighting. And then on top here, this multimedia system at 12.9 inches for the display. The climate control is touch, obviously something to be aware of, but having said that, if you keep it on all auto, it is only just a tap, or should I say a touch away. Literally just tap on here, and it will change really, really easy. Instrument cluster is also new as well, so this is a bit of a refresh, so for current Volkswagen owners, there's a bit of an update in there as well. Steering wheel. Now the steering wheel actually does have touch buttons. Now we've heard a lot of talk about Volkswagen moving over to actual physical buttons on virtually every car, or they've been talking about doing it. However, they have remained with touch buttons for the R. Now the reason for this, because I asked them, is because of the R button. Now, because there's so many functions and things on the steering wheel, I'm led to believe that there's obviously like voice assistance, there's up and down OK buttons for controlling this screen, heated steering wheel on this particular car as well, volume and all sorts of cruise control. All those things need to go on there, but because this is a special model, it's the R, they wanted an R button. So they've added this button here, and it's easier to do on a touch steering wheel than it is with a physical steering wheel. Otherwise you'll have to redesign the whole thing from scratch, and then that's a brand new steering wheel goes in production and safety. And so yeah, I get where they're coming from. I will give them credit though, because on kind of touch steering wheels, you usually do find you brush against certain things. So like if you, I don't know, are driving and then you accidentally swipe against something, the end things, the things that could be kind of swiped accidentally, so on this particular car, it's the R button and the heated steering wheel button, like right on the edges. You actually have to give them a little bit more of a press, a bit more firmness to actually activate them, which is good, because the last thing you want to do is turn it into R mode, which would be essentially a race kind of sporty mode. The last thing you want to do is press that when you're trying to adjust your cruise control, for example. So yeah, it's good to see that front. Now, so I won't run through too much here, just because this isn't like a full review. I haven't got that much time with this car, as there's other people waiting to film, but I'm sure you were wondering what it's like out on the open road, and this being obviously left-hand drive, this should be interesting. So guys, I'm out in the Golf R, of course, on German roads. This is why I'm on the other side. I left this bit till last, where we're out on the open road, so I just wanted to talk about some of the stats of the Golf R. So, its 0 to 60 time is about 0.2 of a second faster than the previous one. So now it's 4.6 seconds 0 to 62. I'm sure we might be able to try it out when we join the Autobahn in a minute. Now, of course, this is achieved by Volkswagen's 4Motion tech as well, so this is their four-wheel drive, so that way it can just put all the power down onto the road, giving you that ultimate grip. Something that we dearly need in the UK because it rains a lot. Right guys, we've got a clear bit of road here, let's try it out. So, 3, 2, 1. It's quick, very quick, and a lot quicker than my daily car. Now, one thing to note, if you go for the performance package, the top speed of this car can actually go to 167 miles an hour, which is insane. Now, obviously we can't do that in the UK, but having said that, if you're going to be driving in Europe and you happen to go on the Autobahn, you can put it through its paces. Right then guys, so joining the Autobahn, unrestricted speed, of course, when traffic is allowed. You hear those turbos spool up. So guys, while we're on the Autobahn, I thought I'd talk about the different drive modes that this car has. So, of course, there's Eco, Comfort and Sports, like you typically would have in most cars. There's also Race as well, and all of these can be customised. Race has a couple of special ones, but there's also an individual mode as well, so you can customise every element of this car to how you want it to be. It's so cool. So much customization, from DCC, steering, drive, the exterior sound, the interior sound. I've not seen a car with this many levels of customization before. So there we go then guys, that is the Volkswagen Golf R and of course the Estate, kind of like a sneak peek preview of what's to come. So let me know your thoughts guys in the comment section, I'm curious to see what you guys think. Now if you want to see any more future content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and of course the like button. And if you want to see any Volkswagen content I've already filmed, have a look in this little pop-up banner right here and that one will take you straight to all the stuff I've filmed to date. Guys, thank you so much, see you next time.